These are the cheapest pallet forks you can buy on Amazon. And today, I'm gonna see what they're made of. So let's get started. So these packages arrived on my doorstep a few days ago, and this is the condition they came in. As you can tell, the box has been heavily damaged and thrown around, causing the box to break apart and the styrofoam inside get cracked. Same thing for this box, which is the forks. The box has a nice big dent in it that's broken apart and some more damage to the bottom right there. Now I know that it's just steel in these boxes. However, you think they would do a little better packaging so that stuff like this wouldn't happen to it. With that said, let's crack the boxes open. It does come with an assembly and use guide, which you really won't need because it's pretty self-explanatory in my mind, but it's good to know. It's the first fork. Looks like it's made out of 1/4 inch thick steel, and it definitely has some beef to it. It's the second fork. Here's the ball attachment that comes with it if you want to put it on the end of your fork. And lastly, the pins. However, I only have 3 pins in the box and not 4 like I'm supposed to have. Now that I'm missing 3 pins, you may be wondering how I got the second box. Well, the first time I ordered this, I had an issue with UPS, not with Amazon, in getting this product. They only delivered half the order, which was the forks, and the other half got shipped back to the manufacturer because the box was too damaged, which I assume is what happened to this box, but they still sent that anyways. And thankfully, Amazon refunded me my full money for that set of pallet forks and then just told me to keep this, that it wasn't worth it to ship back due to the weight of it. So I'm glad that I have this box to get another pin, but if you don't, make sure you contact the manufacturer or Amazon and hopefully they can just send you out a new pin so you don't need to return the whole product. Let's see how many pins are in here. Yep, looks like there's 4 pins in here. So I'm not too sure what happened with that first package, but I'm gonna put that on the company itself due to poor packaging and not making sure that everything was in the package that was supposed to be before they sent it out. Lastly, the plate itself. Let's open it up and see how it is. They do have a customer support line and contact info if there is an issue with this product, which is good to know. Here's the back side of the plate. Now this is meant to go on any skid steer quick attach loader. So my Coyote tractor behind me has that. And honestly, I think really anything with a loader is starting to go to the skid steer quick attach now, just because it's so universal and works well. And there's the front. Let me do a little cleanup real quick because there's styrofoam everywhere. Now that we're mostly cleaned up, let's put it together. We'll say this plate is definitely stout. Slide our pins in, give it a little love. Don't forget to put your clips in. All right, now it's basically all set up. Like I said, I'm not gonna put the ball at the end because I just wanna use it for forks, but you do have the option with the balls they provide. And as for those 2 extra pallet forks, I'm just gonna save them just in case these break. Now that the forks are all together, let's do a quick walk around. So looking at these pallet forks right here, we have some obvious damages and little defects around. Mostly to the paint though, nothing structural. Again, you got the skid steer quick attach, so you got the correct slots that it's supposed to have. Something I noticed here too is there's a notch right here, so you can actually put a chain in if you're trying to pull something up or connect something to the forks itself. Looking at the welds themselves, they're actually pretty good. They're nice solid welds. They're nothing pretty, but they should do the job. Same thing with the forks here. You got a piece of 1/4 inch steel helping hold together that right angle joint. The last thing I want to point out is the forks itself is just tubular 1/4 inch steel. So it's not like it's one solid bar, but it should do the job. Now the biggest question you guys are probably going to have is how much are these forks rated for? Well, according to Amazon in the description, they're rated for 2,600 pounds, which for someone like me who has this little small subcompact tractor that's only rated to lift 1,060 pounds, forks like this that are rated for over twice the weight are gonna be perfect for me. But then again, they are the cheapest pallet forks on Amazon, so let's go and put them to the test. And real quick, for those of you guys that don't know how to use a skid steer quick attach attachment plate, it's real simple. First, you're gonna flip these 2 levers up right here. That one needed a little love. Now I'm definitely not strong enough to pick this up and take it off. So now you just need to move your loader out of position and attach it to the forklifts. And now just flip these back down. And real quick, for those of you wondering, the pins do come through the bottom and lock it in place nice. Now let's go test them out. So I got the tractor where I need it. I need to unload all this wood and the concrete bags on top of this trailer off the trailer so I can finally clean off this trailer and get the material off of it that's been sitting on it for over 3 months. So let's test these forks out. So real quick, I got 30 bags of concrete on here and they're 60-pound bags. So that's 1,800 pounds. Well, this tractor can only lift about 1,000 pounds. So I'm gonna take 15 bags off, which would be 900 pounds. So we're gonna see if that tractor can lift this 900-pound pallet off. So that was a little rough, and not due to the pallet fork's fault, but more so my own fault and the size of my tractor. I went and got my blade to get a little more weight in the back because I knew this was going to be heavy. Well, that was 600 pounds right there that I just took off, plus the pallet, so maybe an extra 25 pounds. And my tractor felt like it was really going to tip. Now, I'm not on the most even ground right here, so that's probably part of the reason why. But the forks did really good. No weird sounds or anything out of them, so let's keep unloading the trailer. First, I got to stack all this concrete over there, though. So I know if my tractor struggled with that pallet, I'm not gonna be able to do this whole bundle of wood. So I'm gonna cut it open and just start loading it on the forks and bring it to the spot I need to bring it. Well, I just put these pallet forks to work and I pushed them as much as my tractor could push them. And let's just say I was really pleased with their performance. And in all honesty, I just wish I had a tractor that was a little bit bigger and had a little more power to do a little more lifting. Overall, I think these pallet forks are gonna make a great complement to my tractor and allow me to get some work done easier. If you wanna pick up a set of these pallet forks, go down to the description below. And make sure you click on the Amazon link. It is an affiliate link. It helps this channel out and helps me keep growing. And if you want an overall 5-star rating on what I thought of this product, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 stars out of 5. It loses half a star because the packaging was not the best. But overall, I love these pallet forks and I'm excited to keep using them. That being said, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day.